Hi, my name is Heather the Heat Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
This is Amanda the Real Deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Courtney. And I'm Janita. And you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Cuban, welterweight, contender, Yordenis Ugas, sports a record 25-4, 12 by way of knockout. Has a lot of losses on his resume that he should have won. So a lot of those losses aren't really a telling story of his career. But he calls out undefeated WBO pound for pound king Terence Bud Crawford in a recent interview he did. Yordenis Ugas and Terence Crawford fought in the amateurs, and Yordenis Ugas beat Terence Crawford. So Yordenis Ugas now, he last had a big lucrative fight that was against Sean Porter, in which he came up short. Sean Porter got a split decision victory, and a lot of people claim that Sean Porter lost the fight. They felt like Yordenis Ugas got the short end of the stick once again. He then went on to beat Omar Figueroa Jr., who was undefeated, and Mike Dallas Jr. With that said, Yordenis Ugas is a very big welterweight. He's a Cuban welterweight, which are very, very technical. The Cuban school of boxing is considered the best school of technical technicians in the sport of boxing currently. Yordenis Ugas is about 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". He seems to be very, very big for the division. He's probably the biggest welterweight in the welterweight division currently. I think he's slightly bigger than Errol Spence Jr., who's undefeated, unified WBC IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer. He's considered big for the division, and Kell Brook. But I believe that Yordenis Ugas is slightly bigger than both of those guys. With that said, he's calling for a fight with Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford needs a lucrative fight. This would be a great fight for Terence Crawford. Yordenis Ugas said, "I beat you in the amateurs. Give me the opportunity in the pros, and I'll beat you again. I'll replicate what I did in the amateurs." He says that Terence Crawford is afraid to fight him because he knows that he'll lose. He says he knows that he'll beat him. Another guy on Yordenis Ugas' resume, oddly enough, is Ray Robinson. And Ray Robinson, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is the last guy to beat Terence Crawford. So he beat Ray Robinson as a professional. He TKO'd Ray Robinson back in 2018. Yordenis Ugas did. He beat Thomas Delorme as well. So there are some notable opponents on his resume. And so, Terence Crawford, as he made his way into the welterweight division, beat Jeff Horn, and then he beat Jose Benavidez, and then he beat Amir Khan, and most recently he beat Kavaluskas, the Mean Machine. With that said, the boxing world and the boxing fans and the boxing pundit have been calling for Terence Crawford to have a big lucrative fight with a big name. Mainly Sean Porter, two-time welterweight world champion, who most people feel like lost to Yordenis Ugas. So they're calling for a fight for Terence Crawford that would be a big lucrative fight. And what better than Yordenis Ugas at the moment, right? There seems to be a lot of speculation that Terence Crawford may face former IBF welterweight world champion, Special K, Kell Brook. Kell Brook is a bigger name than Yordenis Ugas. But I believe that Yordenis Ugas is a bigger challenge. He's a better opponent inside the ring. Kell Brook is the bigger name outside the ring, but Yordenis Ugas is a bigger opponent inside the ring. He's a bigger challenge inside the ring. He's more of a live dog inside the ring than Kell Brook is. Kell Brook, I believe, is damaged goods. We had Gennady Triple G Golovkin break Kell Brook's eye socket as he dared to be great, jumping over the 154 weight class as he was a welterweight and going up to 160 and facing Gennady Golovkin. He put up a great fight for the first 3-4 rounds. Then the size difference, the power played a part, and he broke Gennady Golovkin broke his Triple G, broke his eye socket. Then he went on to fight Errol Spence. This is how Errol Spence gathered that IBF title, because he didn't lose the IBF title because he was the welterweight world champion when he lost to Gennady Golovkin. So Errol Spence broke his other eye socket. And from there, Kell Brook hasn't fought a viable opponent since Errol Spence. Errol Spence stopped him. And so Kell Brook is seen as damaged goods. But yes, he is the bigger name. But inside the ring, Yordenis Ugas is the bigger challenge. And this is a fight that I believe Terence Crawford should take. It's a challenge for Terence Crawford. It's a fight that the fight fans, the boxing world, will give him nothing but credit if he defeats Yordenis Ugas, especially in the manner he defeats him. Because it's going to be very difficult to outbox Yordenis Ugas. Right? He's very big, he's very skilled, he's very fast, and he has power. Yes, people will look at his resume and says, well, he has 4 losses. He lost to Sean Porter. Yes, it was a very close fight. I already explained that. He lost to Emmanuel Robles. I thought he won that fight. He lost to, Johnny Garcia. I thought he won that fight. This is early in his career. And Amir Imam, he lost that fight. That's another fight. I thought he was winning that fight. Right? So I think Yordenis Ugas could very well be undefeated. I thought he lost the Sean Porter fight by a round or 2. But there's people that feel like he won the fight. So this would be a challenge. And not to mention, there's a storyline seeing as though Terence Crawford lost to him in the amateurs. So it's a viable opponent. So let's see how this plays out. And he's not going to ask for tons of money. He's not going to price himself out. So it's a very doable fight. And it's more, like I said, of a challenge inside the ring. He's not as big of a name outside the ring, but he's more of a challenge inside the ring. Now you look at Kell Brook's resume and you say, well, Kell Brook only has 2 losses on his resume, right? Yeah, but in the manner he lost, he was stopped in both those fights, and his eye socket was both his eye sockets were both broken in those fights. You understand? Yordenis Ugas is 33 years of age. Kell Brook is 33 years of age. But like I stated, right, Kell Brook is damaged goods. So back-to-back eye socket injuries, that doesn't bode well for your career. So let's see how this all plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. You already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Jasmine. Thank you for watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, soy Jasmine. Gracias por ver Sangre Azul Deportes TV. Gracias.